Jesus or God, they want to not hear it. You know what I mean? I heard you, and even though I am a spiritual person, but I'm not religious and I don't go to church, I still got the message from you because I'm in tune with God. And God said, this is how you're going to be able to hear it. Because I had years where I was helping people all the time. I was being a light in a room, but a light shines bright and it goes all over the room, but it will thin itself out because it's doing too much. Hence people selling shoes and real estate and all of this stuff. But when I realized I needed to laser focus, a laser gets in and gets the job done. A laser goes to that spot, does what it needs to do, and that's it. So when I realized that, and he brought people like you into my life among other mentors that I have, I became laser focused and I knew what I was good at. So I would tell people, purpose is one thing, passion is another. Passion will light the fire in you so you can realize what your purpose is. But being in the purpose is like living day to day. It's not a 2-hour movie where you're going to go from, oh, today I have nothing, then I'm going to hit the crescendo, and then my life is going to be fine. There are days, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I really don't feel like doing nothing today. I sure enough don't want to post on Instagram, but let me post anyway. You know, that's the purpose part. And then people will inbox me and say, I'm so glad you put that video up. I'm so glad you put that post up. I was having a bad day. I needed to hear that. That's now giving me the fuel back into passion. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't say that you want to have something, but you don't want everything that comes with it. You know, people see the people who have 1 million followers, but then what are those people with 1 million followers going through? You know, so it's like, I tell people, check yourself and figure out what's best for you, because as you grow, when the money comes, wherever you are in your life is going to be exponentially magnified. So, you know, when the money came in your life, I'm just assuming from looking at you, it seems like your family is happy, you have a good marriage, everybody is okay, thank God. You know, so when the money came into your life, it just magnified the love that you and your family had and brought you a better support system to help you make more money and to help you grow more and help more people. But then you have some people who don't fix that stuff within themselves. And what winds up happening is when they get the money, there's more greed, there's more deceit, there's more lies. So that's why I come in, and I don't come in to fix that, but I come in to tell people, here's a mirror to really look at yourself. Is this what you really want to do? Because I'm going to check with you every day with everything I ask you to do task-wise and see if you did it. Because then if you don't want to do it, you're going to run from it. And then, you know, you're going to find something else to just make money. But if you build this foundation, you're building a legacy to where I can say right now, I'm trying to build for my grandchildren to be okay. You know, and I feel like that's what you did too. You built to where your daughters are okay, your grandkids, and possibly at this point, your great grandchildren. Because when that rice water came out, I had just put rice water in my hair from making it. And I was like, this stuff stinks. The next week, you put rice water out right after I put this style in. I said, oh my gosh, if this lady ain't reading my mind. So people need to be able to look at people, really decide what they want to do for themselves, but just use people as inspiration. I don't want what you have. I want what's mine. And I think a lot of people get that confused. They see you. I want a husband like that. I want kids like that. But they don't know your day to day. And they shouldn't want what you have. When you want your own thing, it seems like God just like blossoms within you. And it's like he just starts to show you, you can have this. Just do this first. I'm telling you right now, do this little part right here. Because when you do this, I got all of this for you. And people don't want to take that little step. You know, like even getting the piggy banks for you. Somebody else might have said, why you want to get her piggy banks? What is she getting for you? What is she doing for you? It didn't matter if only thing you sent me was a DM thank you. That would have been fine with me. It's just I thought about you and your girls, and I look at how much you do for everybody. You have your Mielle Mavens, you have the company, then you also have the podcast, then you do retreats. Who's pouring into you to make sure you're recharged? That does not already love you. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt good to hear that even Auntie Mo sent you something, because I'm like, wow, so many people are thinking about you. This is so great. You know what I mean? And when you do stuff like that, it helps you. It feels good to give. And you said that on the podcast. You said when you give, your hand is open so you can receive. So that's what I've been working on, being laser focused in that, because a lot of times people feel like, if I give, I'm going to miss out. And it's not. It's the opposite.
Yeah. And also, a lot of people feel that a lot of people don't give genuinely. You know, it's one thing to give, but you also have to give genuinely. And that's why the stuff that I have been receiving, it's been such a shock to me because I wasn't expecting it. Like, you know, when I give, and I don't think about it anymore because I know that's what I'm supposed to do. And it's something that I do genuinely from my heart. You have people that give because they're like, oh, if I know if I give, I'm going to receive. That's not how God wants us to think. He wants us to give selfishly and not think about ourselves and don't even remember that you gave. And then you watch how the overflow comes to you. And I had to like take a step back and sit still and evaluate myself, because just to see like the growth over like the past few months, few weeks. And I just had to just like, number one, be very thankful and express my gratitude. But I also had to go back to all the giving that I've been doing and to just say thank you, because I'm seeing the fruits of me giving and giving genuinely and not even thinking about it. And not only just giving, but like I encourage you to also pay your tithes. Like the churches that, you know, if you go to a local church, they are suffering. Well, not suffering, but they don't have the attendance. It's not how we are normally used to. And we have to be there for our churches. We still have to pay our tithes. We still have to pay our offering. We still have to sustain the church, even during this pandemic. We're watching it online, but a lot of people are watching it and not paying their tithes. Like we have to give and support the church, the kingdom that's bringing people and saving souls and saving lives. And that's the basic fundamentals of success. Like people want the success, they want the fame, they want the money. But the thing is, they're chasing the money. They're chasing the money. Exactly. And you can't chase money. You can't chase money. You have to chase what God, the vision that He has put in you. You got to put in the work. You got to have faith. You got to have crazy faith. You got to have crazy faith, and then watch how God will work and do miraculous things and supernatural things in your life. But it all starts with us being not selfish and us being able to provide and to serve others. When you got that basic fundamental, when you talk about the foundation, that is the foundation. The foundation is, who are you serving? Who are you helping? Who are you giving back? When you understand that principle, because everything, and I've said this several times, I know the maidens are probably, you know, tired of me saying this, but it's like, it's not about us. What you do is not about you. What I do is not about me. At the end of the day, it's about who I serve and how much of an impact I can make in someone's life. And that's the reason why I do what I do, because it's about how I can be an impact and how I can make a difference in somebody's life. And I do it effortlessly, and I don't even think about it. So to see like the things that you guys have, you know, got me, and all the gifts, everything that I have received from the Mavens, you know, that's why I'm totally shocked, because it wasn't expected. You know, I was
right, but you deserve it.
I'm always like, I don't even know how many times I can say thank you. Like I just say thank you, because you know, I wasn't even expecting it. So I appreciate you. I appreciate all the Mavens. I appreciate you guys for supporting me, for supporting my vision and my dream. And I just want to continue to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. I see your videos. I see your motivational speeches on IGTV. Don't think I don't see it.
Me and my minivan.
Yes, I see them. And then you have your fro, the band around it. I see all of it. So I just want to continue to encourage you and just keep doing what you're doing. Keep motivating people, because it's so needed, and keep supporting us. Keep promoting. What is it? Bacon.piggybank? No bacon.piggybank.
No bacon.
No bacon.piggybank. Like I'm gonna definitely follow her once I get off this live, and just keep just spreading love in our community, because I said this yesterday. The one thing that's going to help us get ahead, well, not one thing, it's three things. The three things that's going to help us get ahead is, number one, prayer. Number two is education. And number three is unification. We got to pray, we got to be educated, and we have to unify. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep supporting one another. Let's change the narrative, because we have to be there for each other. We have to love on each other. Because we see what our world, how they view. Go ahead.
Can I make one point on what you said? That's, I think, why I started the community, because I realized, like, God said to me, if you build it, they will come. And I was like, build what? Like, you know, what am I doing with an intangible service? But I realized I needed to build a community. So as I started to build the community and more people will come, that's how I created the Morebucks, which is what you got. So that's the Mommy Morebucks. And in the Mommy Morebucks, I have entrepreneurs who give me items to gift to people so I can help them with exposure. So you have a ton of stuff in there. And I just wanted to let you know a couple of the things that you didn't get to see yet. You have a custom waist bead gift certificate. So, and she also gave you a complimentary tape measure so you can measure your waist and make sure you get what you like. We didn't want to pick anything out for you. We want you to choose.
Wait, did
You
you
also
say measure
have,
my waist? Measure my waist to get
yeah,
where
you'll be able to measure your waist with the tape so you can get custom waist beads from Culture Beads Collection.
Okay, okay. I thought
She's
she
one of
meant
the
like
small
measure my
businesses.
waist. I thought she meant like measure my waist to lose weight. I'm like, girl, do you want me to disappear?
Oh, no. No. That's one of the items in the more box from one of the entrepreneurs. We
Okay.
also got you some undie wash. A lady named Shannon, she works for the OBGYN, and she actually came up with some vegan underwear wash that you can
Okay.
use for your panties. So now you're going to be a part of the clean panty crew. And we also have
Wait a minute. Wait a
sugars
minute.
and
Wait a minute.
yes.
Listen, I'm already a part of the clean penny crew, so but I'll take it.
Well, the reason that she created this, though, is because a lot of women have issues, and this is going to help you because we think, oh, I'll wash it with Tide or whatever, and it's going to wind up messing you up sometimes. So you can have an infection, and it keeps coming back, and you don't understand why. So she's created this formula to really remove the residue from
Okay.
your panties. But I believe you. I believe you. You also got some lashes in there from Brown Glitter _ Beauty Bar 1. So she
Okay.
makes lashes for girls, for melanin girls. So all the names of her lashes are different colors of brown, different shades of brown. So I really
Okay.
like that idea. Then you have two companies that offered you some shea butter. There are R&R Signature as well as Sugars and Butters. So I have them tagged. I'm going to tag everybody on my page so that way everybody gets to see. But I just wanted to give you like a piece of my community to show you what I've been doing. I want to keep everybody encouraged and inspired for moments like this. So it's like, I got to be prepared because if Latasha calls me and says, I got a box going out tomorrow and I'm not ready, I'm going to miss out. So these people literally met me Saturday morning so we can get that box out to you so you can get it today.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
so
no
much. Wow.
problem.
And listen, you better have a black business community. You better go, girl.
Yes, and what I'm working on
Yes.
too is I've come up with some courses, and hopefully I can speak to you about this because I know you have your Mielle Mavens, and Ken did mention it that he wanted to bring me in to coach some of them, but I've come up with a curriculum already where I have No Bacon Piggy Bank will be a part of it because with the piggy bank, she also is teaching finances. So imagine you're able to start your business. You can get coached by me. She's going to give you the financial aspect. And then I have a graphic designer, Mokiva. She's going to come in and do the websites, business cards. So by the time you leave from us, you'll have a nice foundation to stand on to be able to go out there and be successful at whatever you choose.
Amen. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't have that foundation, what does the Bible say? It'll blow. You don't want your
Yeah.
business to blow because you don't have a foundation. And the foundation
Yes.
number one starts with God and making sure that your business stuff is also in order. So yes,
Yes.
I love the
Yes.
community. I love it. I'm going to go through everything tonight. And I'm going to wait till you post it and then tag me because I want to repost it. So I don't want to forget anybody when I tag them. So
Okay.
I'll wait for that. But thank you so much for joining us. And you guys can follow
Of
her.
course.
Her profile is either in one of these corners.
Yeah. Over here. Mommy
Yeah.
Morebucks.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
all
thank you
about
so much.
collaboration over competition.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how we need to be. Always.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. And hopefully we'll be in touch. I would love to do some work with you all because I know you do a lot already. But I'm very creative. I'm very innovative. And I just feel like this is my time to help people. Like you said, this is bigger than me. So, it's time for me to really get out there and be able to give people what they need, which is that motivation and encouragement, as well as that kick in the pants and that tough love so they can get out there and be successful at whatever they're choosing.
Absolutely. Well,
Stop, please.
thank you so much. So now your kids get started now.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. Stop, calm down.
No
No, you're not.
problem. Have a good
All right, have
night.
a good night. All
All
right.
right, bye-bye. All right, you guys, that was Latasha, Mommy Morebucks. And I don't know, like our kids just wanted to mess with us today. Like our kids wanted to just bother us today while we was on live. I got Mackenzie and Macy earlier, and Latasha, her daughter, came in at the last minute. Hey, that's what happens when you are quarantined, being a mom and working and all that good stuff. There is no balance. There is no balance. You have to prioritize. Okay, so now I wanted to get into the elections. So, okay, these are my announcements. Okay, so the first thing is